Hi Scorpio, this is your June love reading for 2017. My name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul. Okay, so firstly, you've got the Hanged Man. Yeah, so this could be telling me that you're coming through a period of enlightenment. It could have been coming from a period of incarceration, feeling like you couldn't go out, feeling restricted, and now you're kind of broke free from that. You feel like you've made your sacrifices and now it's time for you to kind of come out and to kind of grow and to kind of, but I would say that the only thing that I would say with this card as a warning is it's about there's a worry of being too arrogant, too self-righteous. Well, no, it's having been through a tough set of relationships or a tough time. It's like you're not willing to sacrifice anymore, or you've kind of decided that this is who I am, take me or leave me, and I'm not willing to compromise. So that could be a problem in relationships. It can also talk about having waited a long time for something to come in, for this relationship to come in, or for a relationship to grow, or pregnancy even, or but it can talk about putting on a front, putting on a front for others to see. It can talk about not being as guileless as we appear, because this guy here, he's got something behind his back, and although he doesn't look like it, he could have anything behind there. So it's saying that there's an air of putting on a front, but it could mask either a vulnerability, it could mask having an ulterior motive, having a single focused motive in a relationship, not being quite straight up. But then underneath that, we've got the soulmate card from the romance oracles. So this is saying, yes, this is your soulmate. So there is somebody who you could have been enlightened to the fact that this is your soulmate. You could have just recently found out about twin flames, soulmates, divine feminine, divine masculine. This could all be new to you. It can also talk about putting the spiritual before the material in a relationship. So realizing, seeing the synchronicities, seeing the little signs, and realizing that we're being pointed in a certain direction when it comes to relationships. Yeah, some of you could be meeting your soulmate this month. They could come after a period of restriction, after you felt like you couldn't go out too much, or there was a reason. It could have been, like I said, it could have been pregnancy, what else? It could be, it's probably asking you to just, yeah, look at the spiritual aspects of your soulmate connection. Look for the little things that connect you as a spiritual pair, rather than a pair that just looks good on the surface. Make sure that behind the hands of the hangman, so to speak, that the relationship is good, it's wholesome, that you can move forward together without it just being for a pose, for effect, for others to see. That the deeper spiritual connection is going to be the focus this month. Okay, so next we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse. So this is talking about letting down boundaries, letting down barriers, coming out of a period of feeling like you was kind of, yeah, like you put up the barriers to kind of keep people out or to keep yourself in, but now is a time, it's saying, to kind of start releasing these barriers, to start healing now, to possibly start letting people a little bit more into your life. Underneath that, we've got express your love, yeah, and it's saying go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Yeah, so if there is somebody, or you're in a relationship right now, it's a long-term relationship, and you feel like there could have been some problems in the relationship, you could have had a few arguments, or if you're recently coming out of an old relationship that had caused you to put up these barriers. But where it's a 9, it's saying that you're almost over the hurdle. 9s go to 10s, and then it's a new start again. So this is kind of like you've built something up. You've built it up, and now it's saying to get past that last little bump, yeah, you have to kind of express yourself. And in order to do that, you have to let down some of the boundaries, some of the barriers, some of the things that you've put up to keep yourself safe. Because real love comes from allowing you to express it freely, without containment, without being held back. And that's what you're kind of doing in this card. So you're releasing. You're going through a period of healing this month, I think, Scorpio. Yeah. And then it's saying that in terms of relationships, there's a relationship that you could be kind of deciding to lay down the swords on, like deciding to let go of the quarrels, let go of the arguments, putting past kind of hurts behind you. This can talk about slander. It can talk about cutting people off as well, but kind of harshly, without warning. So underneath that, you've got it's safe for you to love. So the Ace of Swords can also be about basically as you get closer to love, it's like everything in your body is screaming, no, don't do it. Like, it's that fight or flight mechanism that we've got in our bodies. And I think this card is saying to me, with the it's safe to love card, that you're on flight mode, but you're not kind of thinking clearly. It's asking you to use logic and reason. And if you can't use logic and reason, to find another way round, to find love. Love is the one emotion that can beat it's the one true, real emotion, yeah? It beats logic. It's like the universe knows the energy of love more than any other energy, yeah? So it's asking you to kind of release any kind of negative feelings towards it this month. Allow yourself to express love freely without being held back, without feeling like you need to get your sword on the ready, without feeling like you need to lay down boundaries. So next we've got the World in reverse, and you deserve love. So what these cards are saying to me is that there's something that you could have completed recently, or something that is coming to the later stages now, and it's like there's a quiet victory, a quiet kind of it's like if you got engaged, but you did it really quietly. You didn't tell anybody about it. Or you had a new child and kind of really kept it hush hush, yeah. It can be an energy of putting obstacles there in front of the happiness. It can be an energy of kind of feeling like somebody else is kind of on a more godly pedestal, like they're untouchable, like we don't kind of match up. It can also talk about having problems with how you feel you look, how you feel others see you. It can talk about feeling not quite as good as, or projecting onto others that they are worth more, or they're untouchable, or they have a little secret clique that you can't get into. And then it's saying that you deserve love, basically. It says you are lovable. So I kind of feel like this month you feel like others are not, they're not, or you're not seeing your true value this month, Scorpio. And I think that the worry with that is that you're gonna cause blockages for your own relationships. So instead of just allowing love to come in, allowing knowing that we have self-worth, value, I feel like any problems in your relationships this month are going to come from you putting restrictions on yourself or putting harsh restrictions on others. I'd say go with the flow this month, because really it's saying that in terms of love and relationships and moving forward, the relationship cards are saying that it's safe for you to love. It's your soulmate. Express your love. You deserve love. So essentially the underlying energies of this relationship spread are positive, but the only warnings are that to just not put on the harsh fronts this month, Scorpio. Allow yourself to be cuddly. Allow yourself to be squeezy. Allow yourself to be lovable. Don't place restrictions on yourself, yeah? Because essentially, I feel like the only person that is placing restrictions on you this month is yourself. And if you can get past that, you can have a beautiful, new or existing relationship. I really do hope this has helped. I'm so sorry for the late post this month. It has been, life. But take care. Stay blessed. I appreciate you all watching. Thanks for subscribing. Take care.